Hello, this is probably the final part of the video, probably yes or no, and I got all the set and shit. My mom's here. Well, anyways, so here I got little minifigures that I haven't put up yet, so maybe I could do that for you. So there you have for unicorn. You could place it there, and there you go. There you have the pink. Come on, put it. There you, now you could put the unicorn too. Oops. There you go. And now you could put the black one. And they're all just right on with the Ranger figures. And yeah. And you know what else is awesome? Well, I'm gonna take these out since I already show you one. And I don't get to lose them. They could also show you the little platform, little base. It's not really like too decimal. It just rolls a bit. There you go. The yellow horse can just slide on here, just like so. Goes on right here for the unicorn. There's a whole mess in it. I have to move it here. The pink fiber, there's some clips which mine broke, which goes right here, these two. So click, and then the black lion goes right here. And then for what the dragons are, well, you've been wondering why I just like put it back together into normal animals, because just showing you the assault team with the red Megazord just still there with transformation. And you could also just there's some probably little holes right here, holes here that will right on with the foot underneath, that I can have a little bit of space right here. And then in the show, you can just bring the arm up and then have like a little spin attack. And it's not really too special going on, but you get the ideas that it's pretty fun or not. So there you go. There you have Assault Team, and I still have the Ranger figures. So yeah. So I'm gonna cut this out the video, and I'll get back soon for a moment. Alright, and I am back. So I already just like separate these two because I don't want to take too long and have run out my space for recording. And I still have the figures, so probably looks I'm gonna take the Red Ranger out and then take this figure out. So what I'm gonna do is, now I could just slide this in carefully. Just stay there. So yeah, so now what you're gonna do is take all the 5 Ranger figures, and then you might have to plump in here, right there. So I'll be back soon for another kind of video. So yeah, and I am back again, and obviously I don't really need this because I'm just showing you for like a quick part. So yeah, so now you can see, well, I'll show that later. So let's get to transformation, and then let's get started. So let's see here. I think it's not really stabilized for my phone. Come on, you. Phone. There you go. So what you're gonna do is fold the toes in like that, and then you're gonna rotate it just like so, and then you just gotta bring this arms for just the selves of purposes. So there you go. So now you're gonna take the unicorn. There's some like edge of it on the side from this little big hole. That will allow us to have like, to not confuse like which one goes for this part line. So you're gonna come around here and then you hear a click. Well, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying my best to show you. There you go. And then, I mean, you won't be able to see well, but you might hear it click once you push it all the way down there. So, yeah, I like how this thing looks. And looks like I gotta reach up my phone, kinda. Nope, so as long as it doesn't reveal my goddamn books. Hey, there you go. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to take this little pink fiber. Well, actually you just gotta bring this back and then plug it on the little tabs on the ass. Gotta take this, remove the goddamn spare away. God damn. Shit. I suppose it's better enough. So yeah. So what you're gonna do is there's some clips that will go into the tabs right here, or probably post or click. But this on the other side is not really like best clip. So, and now you gotta flip around from this edge of this little bevets right here. You just gotta clip it and close it there. You gotta do the same thing to the other side. And there you go. And that is really neat how it looks. I like how this thing wraps around. It's just kind of like realistic to like an actual knight. It's really neat for like an actual clothes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with the arms. So now on this part, like in the front, you might see that it looks plain. On the other side, you might see that there's some like weird awkward holes or some like little screw holes that you can't actually see well. So probably what you're gonna do is there's some little square metal right here on the other side, the circle of this little X line that will goes around the little circles one on both sides. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna. Am I clicking right? Hold on. Probably, yeah. I'm not sure if it is or not. So, there you go. So now you're gonna hear it click or not, but you might need to feel that's kind of like in a same proportional functions. So you gotta do the same thing to the other side. I think you might hear it click. So now what you're going to do, and he's pretty big. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this. Oh fuck! What the fuck with this phone? You motherfucking bitch! All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this little wrap clip that will. It's too dark. You can't actually really see it so well. You just gotta take it out. So probably what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap the arms around between of the shoulders. It will line up with the bar circles. So that's pretty yucky and kind of hard to do. And I feel like I'm going to break it, and because of the age of the figure. Guess it works. This is broken. Please, it's not broke. Then what the fuck? I had to make my books higher, so excuse me from. Sorry about that. I was sneezing so much. So I think you're supposed to clip it down like this. But I'm not sure why it's not clipping. It's supposed to click. There you go. Looks like I clip it just directly right. Just do it like as slowly as possible. You just... There you go. So yeah, he's getting big. And now last but not least is the helmet. And what this thing can do is that there's some little... I'm not sure if you could focus well. Right there. There's some little over like a little kind of like a hook thing that will wrap around from probably these two black tabs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line it up until you got it correctly, which is kind of tricky to do because you gotta try to just make it clip it right without taking the damage. Come on. I guess so. I think it's tight. It's good. So yeah, there you have. What the hell? Is it really good or not? Whether it is, I don't know. You know what? I gotta do it off camera. It's just hold on for a moment. Oh, really? you serious? It's kind of the same. It's pretty the same. What I just do is I just took it out and then plug it on the one of the end and then at the other side. So I think it's pretty the same overall. So there you have the Thunder Megazord, and it looks neat and looks good, and I really like the way it looks. I mean, trust me, I have all the pieces with me. As like 2 years ago, I almost went to Power Morphicon since 2016, and it was so much fun, and I bought all the set, like a complete set in a best condition, but I couldn't find them anywhere around my house apartment. So either though, I just want to be quickly on time to review this guy. So yeah, for articulation, the arm rotates around 360, and the problem is that when you're moving your arms, this part right here allows of the joint to join on this arm rather than staying the clip where it's supposed to be. So I wasn't too happy that it doesn't even like make this thing right. Maybe probably the not good shape of the mold or something, and yeah, it fell down. Probably the joints around here is probably too stronger to move the arms around 360. So what will happen is that the joints around it, while I was moving, that I show you right now, that gets to join to from this weak joint arm. So I think this is kind of another downside. So I think that might be a problem. It could be a problem for the Legacy version, but I wouldn't know if this is best or not. If I would buy the Legacy version, I would. So they also, and one thing that I would tell you earlier, that I have these Ranger figures, and I didn't show you on camera because it's kind of pretty hard to do with showing you film and then placing there. So I did this so gently, so if you could see it, probably not, probably, of course. Hello. So yay. So not sure you could see it well actually, but I don't know. And the legs it could move. It's kind of like looks like it's kind of wobbly, of course. So it's supposed to have like a little stick. I have it, but I don't know where it's at. And I think this arm is not too bad, but probably this arm might be a problem. So I also have, they also say to put like a little stick that you take the sword out and place on his hand. And I was surprisingly, the hand is too big, so it go like that. So yeah, so I think this has been a video review of the Thunder Megazord thing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll find the pieces of the sword and little stick thing that has like a round, like kind of fiber tail one with it, and then show you that little round thing that shows you the little base right here. So if you really like, if I find one, I'll make sure, like, I'll make the video of it and then show you guys. So yeah, so take care, see you next time, and subscribe to my channel, like and share. And I have other stuff that coming. I gotta do some candy toys of Looper Ranger versus Power Ranger, and videos of Alba Ranger line. So Alba Ranger, which is Dino Thunder. So yeah, thank you for watching.